Evening. Another day of building Uniflow from scratch. But I will start today from asking you a very important question. If you would be able to create your own currency, how would you do that? What value would you give to it? What would you be pegged? So, like there is a lot of currencies right now that are created out of the blue, I would say. Some of them are created and they are pegged to dollars, some of them are to euro, gold, silver, different commodities. And I wonder if you would be able to do it, if you would be able to create your own token that have some kind of value, how would you do it? What would you peg it to? Would you peg it to anything? Would you give the value of, 5 something, let's say? Have you thought about this? If you could create your own small ecosystem, your small community, where you could exchange that token with people and it would have the value for you and for the community that you have, what that value would be. Because that's what really tokens are, and that's what really money is, If you believe that $1 is worth a pack of milk and you are ready to pay for it, that means that $1 have value because it's a means of exchange. If you wouldn't believe that the dollar have any value, or pound or euro or any other currency have any value, that means that is not anymore a store of value and cannot be a money. So let's think about this a little bit deeper. Money is something that you, me, and everyone else consider a mean of exchange and store of value. Okay? If there are those two things, there is a third one as well. That means that we can call it money. Therefore, you can make every single thing of value to your small community and a money, really, a money. If there have the mean of exchange, it can be a money for the community you have. If the community grow and you still exchanges those goods or whatever it is, whatever the token is, whatever you and the community will establish as the means of value for that community, that will be represented the value for you. So if the community will decide, okay, for us the most important is to exchange, we value headphones, and from today on we are going to buy things for headphones. So I will give you one headphones and you give me 2 packs of milk, because that's the value of headphones for us. Okay? And you can do it the same with everything. And that's why this is how tokens are created. This is like crypto is created. And so that's why it's so dangerous for the fiat money and for current financial systems, because that's what really is. Current financial system is money created out of the blue by the government. Okay? And so this is now what normal people can do. You can bring the value out of the blue like government does and exchange it between your community of people and bring the value to that token, to that currency, to that thing that you've created. I hope that's clear enough. And so again, if you would have the possibility to do that, what kind of value would you add to it? What would you peg that token, that asset, whatever it is, what would you peg it to? How much would you value that thing, and why? If you thought about this, please let me know. If you haven't, please think about this, because those kind of questions are kind of important. And now I will go very quickly to my day. I had 4 interviews, second interviews. That's the first thing. 2, there were some issues with the connection on the guy's side. So eventually I met with first of them and I saw his delivery, and the delivery wasn't really amazing. So I told him to correct it and we meet tomorrow again. Then with the second one, he delivered, it was looking nice, but he didn't use React, which was one of the things. He just used the HTML and CSS, so I was like, okay, do you know React? He didn't. Therefore, I told him to, I'm sorry, but I cannot take anyone, like someone who doesn't know what to do really. So I told him whenever he will learn on the quite high level of React, then we can chat. And just to make sure, those interviews were for interns, so they don't have to know everything, but they need to know basics very strongly, okay? And then I had 2 interviews at the end of the day, which went really good actually. And those guys, even for the interns, I was surprised how well the task was delivered. So yeah. Tomorrow I had 2 meetings with actually senior front-end developers, and on Wednesday I have 1 meeting with senior front-end developer, which means that every single person I've talked to and gave the assignment last week came back to me this week to give me the assignment back, which is the first thing I think that happened to me for the past year and a half since I've been building that. So yeah, that's the thing. On the web side, David is still building that function that is quite important for me, because will allow to every single person around the world invest with us. Yes, buy kind of asset that I was talking previously in a very secure way on the blockchain, owned only by that person, and invest and be the owner of Uniflow. So that's the important part that he's building right now. Nikiruka, she's doing actually quite good. I saw where is she now, and she still have 4 days to deliver the tasks, and I believe that she will actually manage to do it. The problem right now is that Shivam needs to actually manage to write that code, right? Based on the JSON that she provided. So that's the thing. On the mobile side, unfortunately, I still have problems with the mobile application, and not the functionalities inside, but just getting to it. Unfortunately, I've tested on 3 of my phones, and I cannot run it for some reason right now. Since Thursday, it doesn't work. I cannot register, which is really weird, because when I run the application emulator, everything is smooth, everything goes well, but somehow on my mobile phones, only on my mobile phones, it doesn't work, because Chris and Victor says that everything works on their side. So it's just really weird. And so for the past 2 hours really, I was trying to fix all of those issues with the mobile app, not fix, but really find out what's the problem. And just I was working a little bit with ChatGPT to tell me what is the problem, to tell me what the log says and like where could I find it. But as far as we get to the error point, I would say, where the application doesn't move forward, it told me all of the stuff, but there was no problem with that, and he couldn't tell me anything else because we don't have the problem in the log, so nothing is showing to us. In terms of it, the application just stopped and it's just loading without any instructions what to do further or what's the problem, which is a usual behavior of the program. And so we are a little bit stuck. It's a day 3 right now, where we are 2, where we are trying to figure out that. The rest of the stuff, it's finally done. Everything is working, except of that registration, I would say. So yeah, we fixed that, and I see you on the other side, I would say, in terms of I see you as a customer, I would hope. Okay, thank you very much for today. Let me know what you think about the money, about the value of the money, about how would you create your own currency, and I see you tomorrow.